Good evening, friends. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. Today's topic is powerful and powerless language. Simple question. Did this title, that is a powerful and powerless language, stimulate your interest and curiosity? If it stimulated your interest and curiosity, in the chat box put Y. The alphabet Y. Yes. Sam Kumarji, yes. Samriju, yes. Thank you. Perhaps of all the creations of man, language is the most astonishing. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Because of all the inventions, the language is the invention. Amazing. That is 100% man-made. And that also, look at that one. How many languages? 100 or 200 different languages in the world. So who created? How did it evolve? That is a real mystery on all the grammar and everything. So that is something, that quotation, I liked it very much. So today, the talk is about language. Purpose of this discourse: understand the basics of communication. Know how to use language effectively and efficiently. Many people, they don't know the difference between effectiveness and the efficiency. For example, you must have used a 100-watt bulb. An ordinary 100-watt bulb, it gives that much brightness light, but it may consume more power. But when you use the LED bulb, the very same brightness, but it is energy efficient. Is this clear? Efficiency means not compromising the effectiveness, but saving the resources. Resources could be time, money, many things. So in communication also, if you are efficient, you can communicate, say things with few words. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C. That is what is lacking. Yes, thank you, Kumarji. Few words, because people don't have the time, patience to read something if it is some 1 or 2 pages. These days, WhatsApp also, I'm sure that is. If it has got lengthy message, you read more. Most of you will delete that one. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. WhatsApp message. If it goes more than one screen, yes, Kumarji, yes. But many people, they don't realize. I do get some messages. It goes on like many long. That is where learn to communicate and make sure that you are efficient. Learn how to become a powerful communicator. Those tips and tricks I'll be sharing towards the end of this presentation. So you have to sit through the whole session. Towards the end. Before that, you need to understand the basics. Without learning the basics straight away, you cannot. In the medical school, we have to learn the basics like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. Then only in the 3rd year, we go and start seeing the patient. It's not on day 1, you start with the stethoscope, auscultate the patient. The same way, you need to learn the basics. Somebody else mute. Sankumarji. This webinar is based on FEQT. Facts, experience. Definitely, I'll be sharing many real life stories from my own personal and professional life. Quotations. Lastly, thoughts. Whose thoughts? My own thoughts. Your thinking is my hobby. And I think differently. So when I think differently, I'll be getting new ideas and new thoughts. And those are the ideas and thoughts which I share. And my dear friends, I always make sure that is my ideas and thoughts are rational and they are realistic. There are plenty of books on. Let me make Sanal Kumar also my co-host. Yes. There are numerous books on communication. Thousands of books. Communication skills. The quick and easy way to effective speaking. This book I recommend. Dale Carnegie. Very useful. And the third one, The Power of Body Language. Next question. How many of you have read a book on body language? If you have not read, in the chat box put N. I want to know how many of you know. No. Nabil Koya, no. Vinita, no. Roy Cherian, no. Okay, my dear friends, that is a long time back, 1985. I remember that one clearly. Because in 1985, I went to the IMG, Institute of Management Government, for getting training in general management, a 2-week-long training program that was offered to the medical college faculty. And I went to the library. And there I pulled out a book on communication. And I was flipping through the pages. And I saw a title, Nonverbal Communication. Hey, I haven't heard about that topic. Nonverbal communication. And there are only some 2 pages. There they are talking about body language. That one actually stimulated my interest and curiosity. Then I started hunting for books on body language. And there was a book on body language, maybe some 150 or 200 pages, a small book. At the modern bookstore, I bought that one. That one was really, my goodness, body language, the power of body language. Then I started buying books on body language, non-verbal communication. Then for an interesting story, in 1985 itself, Kariyila Kattuvale, Malayalam movie, the shooting was at Kovalam. I had the opportunity to be there. Mammootty was the actor, and he was sitting there. It was shot inside a house. And I introduced myself, and I sat next to him. And Mammootty at that time already was a superstar, and he was least interested in talking to me because he was least interested. So what did I do? I asked him, have you read any books on body language? He looked surprised because he hadn't heard that term, body language. Then suddenly, his whole attitude, everything changed. Illa, no, what is body language? Then I started explaining. My dear friends, for the next 2 hours, I spent with Mammootty and I shared everything about nonverbal communication. Then he invited me to visit him. He was staying at that time, Hotel Pankaj, on the next day evening. So that is the power of body language. I have given numerous talks and conduct seminars and workshops on body language. And in USA also, my talk on nonverbal communication, especially cross-cultural body communication, cross-cultural body language, that was broadcast by the National Public Radio, 1 hour long talk that happened 20 years back. So body language is everybody must know. Definition of word powerful, ability to control or influence people. And the definition of the word powerless, lack of ability to control or influence somebody or something. Language definition, a system for expressing or communicating thoughts and feelings through speech, sounds, or written symbols, or gestures, or facial expressions. I'll read it once again. A system for expressing or communicating thoughts and feelings through speech, sounds, or written symbols, or gestures, or facial expressions. Communication failure is a major cause behind many career failures. I told you my own thoughts, that one. Do you want me to explain that one with examples? If you want me to explain with examples, put why. Otherwise, I will move on to the next slide. Communication failure. Yes. Inidaji, yes. What about others? Everybody, it is crystal clear? Okay, Roy Cherianji, yes, thank you. In the medical profession, let me start with the medical profession. Do you think many doctors are good communicators? Often, many people find it difficult to understand what the doctor is talking about. Am I right? I think I am in the medical profession. I'm a medical doctor. I think that a significant number of doctors are poor communicators. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Come on, time. Yeah, Shanmuraji, poor communicators. Then what happens? That communication failure will lead to treatment failure. If the patient or family members, they are not able to understand what the doctor wants them to do, then obviously they are not going to follow the diet or everything. Then what happens? They won't get better. Is it clear? So treatment failure, that one is communication failure, underlying that one. When students or people go for job interview, the interviewers, they look for your communication skills. When they ask a question, your response, it should be impressive. You should express yourself clearly. Otherwise, you are out. Now, these two examples, have they made it clear? If it is clear, put C. So that is why communication failure is the mother of all failures. Communication failure is the mother of all failures. Thank you, Shajimarji. Powerful professional communicators. No doubt about it. Political leaders. Do you have any doubt? A politician's success in his career depends upon his ability to communicate effectively and efficiently and influence people. Got it? They have to influence, at times brainwash. If they cannot do that one, forget about it. So, a politician, powerful communicators. Then what is the second profession? Television evangelists. All these, some of in USA I do see sometimes. That is when I am with somebody else, I don't watch TV. When I am visiting, I have a friend. He is a Christian. And his mom, she is around 90 years old. She spends most of the time watching the TV evangelist. So I get a chance. My goodness, they know, they use their body language and everything. Then they want donations. They raise money through their ability to influence people. TV evangelist is a big business. Motivational speakers. These days, there are hundreds or thousands of motivational speakers. There are numerous books on motivation. And here also, many webinars by motivational speakers. Unless they are good at communicating effectively and efficiently, they won't be able to grow their business. Now, so far, everything clear? If it is clear, put C. So far, I want to make sure. Yes, Musamilu, clear. Only one person? This is clear? What is happening? So laziness. Okay, Roy Cherianji. Okay, thank you. Yeah. And marketing professionals also. Selling a product. Selling a product. You have to convince. You have to persuade the customer. Otherwise, the product won't sell. iPhone. Why do people buy iPhone? Very expensive. These days, may even cost more than 1 lakh. So that is ability to communicate, marketing. That is Hitler. Look at his body language. Look at his body language. Do you agree? Hitler was a very powerful orator. Because of that, he was able to brainwash the people to believe or make them hate Jewish people and kill 6 million people, Jewish people, innocent women and children. He was a great orator. Only thing is he misused that power. He misused that one. And he used to rehearse in front of a mirror before giving talks. What kind of a gesture, how distance, facial expression, when to laugh, when to show anger, everything. He was a great actor. That is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple Computers. He is holding, you can see, Mac Air, that laptop. He is holding it with one hand at the fingertip. He never used to hire anybody else for marketing his products. He used to. And the easy way to convince the people that is very lightweight, and he held that one in one hand. That is enough. After that presentation, thousands of that new laptop was sold, and people are waiting to buy because it has been out of supply. So Steve Jobs always iPhone, iPad, iPod, everything Steve Jobs. And his talk, if you listen to his talk, the Stanford University graduation ceremony, please watch that one. I watched that one at least 3 times. Great communicator. Bill Gates comes nowhere near that is Steve Jobs. So that is marketing. The other one is a political leader. And this gentleman, anybody, any idea who this gentleman is? If you know, I know there is Anthony Puthenpurikal, must be knowing this name. Please put in the chat box, Anthony G. Anthony Puthenpurikal, He has also seen his live talks. Anthony G. I don't know. Maybe Anthony might have forgotten. Yes, that is Tony Robbins, motivational speaker, one of the world's topmost motivational speakers. And I had the opportunity to listen to his live speeches 5 times. Okay, simultaneously, he will be addressing the audience from, yes, thank you, Vinitaji, worldwide, easily millions of people watching that one. Amazing how he uses his body language as well as the verbal communication. Amazing. (1971), that is when Indira Gandhi, she formed her own party. Indira Gandhi, she split that old Congress party, then became Congress I, Indira Gandhi. And in that election, she coined that slogan, Garibi Hatao, and secured a landslide victory for the Congress party. These days, election campaign, they come with slogans. And they pay millions of that one for all these advertising agencies. Millions. It matters. It should be catchy. When they repeat that one, that will motivate people, voters, to vote for that party. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Because communication is a serious business, my dear friend. Musamilu, yes, communication is a serious business. Many people, they don't realize that one. Vinita ji, thank you. Roy ji, yes. My MCG. Trump, he came up with this slogan, Make America Great Again. And in 2016, nobody initially thought this guy will win. Yes, he was not a congressman, he was not a senator, he didn't hold any positions before that one. He was a big-time businessman. And people thought that this guy is crazy, stupid, he won't be able to. He won. He made that slogan, Make America Great Again. That is the power of the slogans and communication. Zindagi ke saath bhi, zindagi ke baat bhi. Do you know this motto? This motto, whether you are able to remember, in India, zindagi ki saath bhi, zindagi ki baat bhi. If you don't remember, that is LIC. Happiest place on earth, Disneyland. I don't know how many of you have been to the Disneyland. I have been to Disneyland twice. That slogan means yes. That place, everybody will be happy. The whole family. That is Walt Disney coined that one. Happiest place on earth. There are 2 types of communication, verbal communication and non-verbal communication. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Nelson Mandela. Yes, here English is not our mother tongue. So when I speak in English, yes, you can understand here. If there are more number of Malayalis, if I speak in Malayalam, that will go to their heart. Have you seen any politician talking in any other language other than the mother tongue? The success of the politicians, they speak in Malayalam, in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Tamil, in North India, Hindi. Is it convincing? If it is convincing, they put C. Unfortunately, in this forum right now, in the past, yes, Musamal, in the past, I used to speak in Malayalam. Because now I have audience, some people are coming from outside Kerala. That's why I changed the medium of communication from Malayalam to English. So mother tongue, with power. Only in Kerala. I'm sorry, Shanmu Rajeshwari ji and other people, you won't be able to read, understand. Just bear with me. Tallu capsule adipoli. This has become the mainstream language, right? When you ask some children, I'm going to write the part of adipoli. Adipoli. Capsule arkkanu. This is a new, this one capsule. So the language keeps on evolving. You have to keep yourself updated with the change. Some quotes are inspirational, some proverbs are insightful. Never, never, never give up. Winston Churchill. This one in 1941 at Harrow School. That's where he studied when he was a child. He went there to give a speech. He advised the youngsters, students. These are the words. Never, never, never give up. I read that one some 40 years back. That one helped me. Because when I came to UK, my own personal life experience, United Kingdom, I was 40 years old. I passed all the exams in the first attempt. PLAB, MRCP, Part 1. Then I started looking for a job. I was not able to get a job. I was not able to even get an interview. And guys who failed PLAB examination 2 or 3 times, MRCP Part 1 also failed, they were able to get interview offers. I had some 500 pounds. I ran out of the money. Then I had to borrow money from somebody. For nearly 2 months, every week I used to send some 6 to 7 applications. No luck. And many people said that, why are you struggling here? Go back to India. You are already an assistant professor in the medical college. Why don't you go and work there? Be happy. Don't struggle. But I remember that Winston Churchill's, that one. Never, never, never give up. I didn't give up. The same way in USA also. In UK, I was there for 2 years. I must have applied to, during that period, nearly more than 200 hospitals, with the rejections from almost 98% rejection. In USA, more than 700 hospitals, with the rejections again from, 90 to 95%. I don't give up. That one motivated me. You get my point? That Winston Churchill, that never, never, never give up. The power of quotations. And I'm addicted to reading quotations and collecting quotations. I have a personal collection of more than 40,000 quotations collected over a period of 40 years. Is this my own personal life story interesting? If it is interesting, put I in the chat box. Otherwise, I would have given up. I would have gone back. I would not have been able to accomplish many things if I had not read that Winston Churchill's those words. Powerful. Choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Chinese proverb. Is it true? If it is true, is it insightful? If it is true, then put T in the chat box. Because a proverb, inside every proverb, there is wisdom. There is wisdom. Many people choose the wrong profession and they don't enjoy. When they go for work, they go because just for making money. That's all, for salary. They don't enjoy. And because they don't enjoy, they are not able to give good care, good service, anything. and they are not, they 10 o'clock in the hospital, everything, that is in the offices, they don't come on time, they leave early. They don't enjoy that work. That's why. So the Chinese proverb. Please remember and make sure that your children also choose a career which they will enjoy. That's the message in this forum. Many parents, they pressurize their children to become doctors or engineers. Make sure that they will love that job. This Beatrix Potter, children's book author, the shorter and the plainer, the better, the words. I'm going to give you some examples. Yes. Use the smallest word that does the job. You can see 3 words I have put. Provide, obtain, please mute. Sanal Kumarji, please mute. Somebody has unmuted. Provide, obtain, assistance. The short word is give. Why do you want to ask somebody, could you please provide me 500 rupees? Could you please give me? Right? Is it simple? Could you please give me? Then the other one is obtain. I'm going to obtain a new phone. Say, I'm going to get a new phone. What do you want that obtain? And I need your assistance in moving this table. I need your help. I'm sure that you will understand this one. Many people, they don't use a simple, plain, short words. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. Am I right? And are you again convinced? Yes, Musamilu, right, right. Thank you, Roy MGZ. And if you see my slides in my presentations, I always choose simple words, plain English. Clarity in language depends on clarity in thought. I don't know how to explain. If your thinking is not clear, then whatever you are going to say is not going to be clear. Words are containers for power. She is a Christian author and speaker, Joyce Meyer. Words. Kind of words. Concrete words. Concrete means something you can experience with your senses. You can see, smell, hear, taste, or touch it. Whereas abstract words describes an idea, thought, or feeling, something you cannot use your 5 senses to describe. Is this clear? If it is not clear, I will give you more examples. If it is not clear, then put NC. Shanmuraj is very clear. Don't hesitate. Be frank. If it is not clear, ask me. I'm here to explain. This is the best opportunity. Concrete words, abstract words. Not clear. Good. Thank you, Hamidji. Okay, Jayachandran, thank you. Yes, you should not feel ashamed to admit ignorance. I am ignorant about many things. I'm ignorant about a lot of things. I'm not ashamed. You won't learn anything unless you admit your ignorance. I'm going to give you the real examples. You can explain that one. Abstract and concrete words. I'm going to give you some examples. On the left side will be abstract. On the right side, concrete. Nouns. Education. Wealth. Those are abstract words. You cannot see, you cannot feel. Education. Wealth, yeah. Adjectives. Good, bad. If somebody said that, oh, that ice cream was good. Or if you say that coffee was bad. Those are adjectives. Now I'm going to show the abstract to concrete words. School, diamonds. Instead of education, if you say, he went to Oxford University. We know nobody goes there for fun. So he studied. He got his education from Oxford University. University or the building, a structure, everything. And wealth, oh, he has 20. Or she has a diamond necklace. Is enough that she is wealthy. And diamond you can see, you can touch, you can feel. But that wealth is abstract. Diamond is concrete. Education is abstract. School is concrete. Good. Tasty. You say, oh, that ice cream was very tasty. That is concrete. It is sensed with the tongue. Coffee was very bitter. Again, taste. That means not enough sugar. Have we made this crystal clear, my dear friends? If it is crystal clear, put CC in the chat box. CC. Okay? Okay, Hamidji. That is what? Concrete and... Okay, thank you, Shanmurayeshwariji. Always and never are two words you should always remember never to use. Never say. The politicians are always, they always lie. They never keep their promises. There are always exceptions. There are always exceptions. I'm giving a real life example. I'm apolitical. I have told this several times. Real life example. Article 370 will be revoked. That was the promise made by the manifesto 2019 election. Was it fulfilled? Yes. Then how can you say politicians never honor their promise? Ram Mandir will be. Was it fulfilled? Fulfilled. Triple Talaq will be banned. Was it fulfilled? Fulfilled. So the always and never. No. If you use that one, that means you are biased. "14 features of powerless features." 1. Uncertainty. 2. Lack of clarity. 3. Filler sounds. Filler sounds are like, there are now 14 features of powerless features. You have seen some people using all the filler sounds. And I know, you know. Those are all the filler sounds. They make the speech quality down. Tag questions. So all these points are, it is clear. And don't you agree? That's a tag question. Then many people will be forced to say yes. But when I say, you agree, if you agree, put A. If you disagree, put D. So you have the choice. The other is, don't you agree? That means you are saying that, okay, say agree. So when I'm giving that option, some people put NC, not clear. So no tag questions. Cliche. Cliche is where you overuse the expression like, oh, you must always think outside the box. And it gives me great, I consider it a great privilege. I consider it a great privilege to welcome Dr. Venugopal Reddiar for this session. Great privilege, everything. Cliche. Be simple. I would like to welcome Dr. Venugopal Reddiar. Clear? It gives me immense. Those are all old style. It's time to stop using those things. Then comes the passive voice. Self-deprecation. This some people think that is okay. I am very simple, humble. Then I'm not sure whether this one. I don't claim that I'm an expert, I know something. Never. Because you are there, because people are come to listen to an expert, not a person who is there that I'm not sure, I'm not this one, I'm this one. No. Then the people won't be interested in listening to you. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. If you don't agree, put D. If you agree, some people, I have seen some people saying that, oh, I'm not sure, oh, I'm not an expert, I have studied, I don't have, I have only limited knowledge, I have only short experience. Come on, don't. Then monotony, everything very, very and dull and dry. And this one, there are 14 features of powerless features: uncertainty, lack of clarity, filler sounds, tag questions. That is a monotonous voice without any voice modulation. Why do we enjoy movie songs? P. Sushila, Lata Mangeshkar, or any song? That voice modulation. So voice modulation is very important. Okay, NV Devanji, thank you. And verbosity, oh, too much of this one. All in Malayalam they say, Lati Adikya. Come to the point. Then abstract words, I told you. Black and white images. No illustrations. Then humorless. Boring. And now 14 features of powerful speeches. Certainty, with certainty. When I give a talk, you must have listened all along. I'm sure about what I'm talking about. No ambiguity. I make it clear. Everything. No filler sounds, you know, no. No tag questions. Active voice. Innovative expressions. Then, lively. Storytelling. When I share my personal experience, this is a story. When I went to UK, I was 40 years old. What happened in the form of a story? Brevity. Even self-confidence. I displayed self-confidence. Concrete words. Colorful pictures. All those quotes. Many colorful pictures I showed. Then illustrations and humor quoted. Upcoming talks on Thursdays. Every Thursday I give a talk. Why is life unfair? Realistic mindset. That is the Zoom link and passcode. They don't change. You save it. Every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Easy to remember. Remember the spider. Spider has 8 legs. So no confusion. Is it at 7 o'clock or 7:30? Oh, I don't remember. No. Remember the spider. You remember a spider sitting on my face. Dr. Venugopal Reddiar's face, there's a spider sitting. Then you know it is at 8 o'clock. The spider is a concrete image. Thank you for joining this webinar. Now, your questions are welcome. Before that, did you find this session empowering? Yes, Amitji. This session empowering. Yes, Krishnarjunan. Pratapji. With full confidence, I can say, you will never, ever be able to hear this sort of a talk from anybody else. Don't think that I am arrogant. I know. Because for a period of time, I empowered myself with all these communication skills. For your information, do you know the similarity between Hitler, Steve Jobs, and that Tony Robbins? The similarities, none of them had a college degree. Hitler didn't have a college degree. He didn't go to college. Steve Jobs was a college dropout. And Tony Robbins, again, no college degree. So the fact is self-development, self-empowerment. Did I go to any communication skills course? Did I get any formal training? No. I read many books on communication. Then I observed, watched critically, carefully. Most of these politicians in 1980s, I must have gone to in Kerala, in Trivandrum, there is Puthrikandam Maidanam. And there at that time, it was not a bus station or anything. Almost every day in the evening, some politician will be giving a speech. I used to go there and stand and watch their body language. And for some speakers, the audience will be only handful, 5 people or 10 people. When EMS is giving a talk, okay, hundreds. Then I used to wonder, why? What is the difference? The words they use, the body language, all those things. And again, when I watch a movie, I critically observe the body language of the actors. And in Malayalam movie, Mohanlal, Jagadish Srikumar, Tilakan, Nedumudi Venu, then Manju Warrior, Happiest Lalitha. You watch their movies and observe their body language. You'll be able to learn many things. That's it. And what about Rajinikanth? He became successful because of the style, his body language. He's called a style man. Body language, very powerful. And you have seen me showing different gestures. See, right now also I'm showing gestures. And most of the webinars people, they don't show any gestures. And some of these people will be sitting and reading. They are all readers. They read the slides. That's all. I don't. And you can see a lot of different expressions on my face. Okay, somebody raised the hand. Now let us start the questions. Just a minute. Okay, be brief and ask a question. And I will stop the recording at 9 o'clock, but the session will continue. After 9 o'clock, yes, you can share your thoughts or comments or anything. Sometimes these sessions go up to 9:30, sometimes 9:45. You are welcome. Okay, raise your hand, and if you want to ask a question, questions only now. Anything which you want, so that I can clarify. Okay, Hamidji. Okay, if possible, now open your camera also, so that everybody can see you. If you are not wearing a shirt, don't worry. If you are not wearing a shirt, don't worry. That is Mahatma Gandhi. He never wore a shirt. Okay?
Can I speak, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. കുറച്ച് limitations ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു 10 മിനിറ്റ്
കൂടി. Speak in English. If you can speak in English, because some of the participants, they cannot understand Malayalam.
I have a substantive or a main question about language. You have said the first, the language is made by man-made.
Right.
Okay. But all religions are based on their godly ദൈവവചനങ്ങൾ ആയിട്ടാണ് വേദങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ കാണുന്നത്. Quran, Bible, and other Vedas.
Okay.
All Vedas are made up of languages. Languages are made up of men or man-made.
Right.
How can we estimate or confirm that the Vedas are from God? God chooses man-made languages. Is it true?
Now the simple answer. First and foremost thing, if anything is expressed, if it is in the Quran, in Arabic language, and in Vedas, most of them are written in Sanskrit, and the Bible, the old Latin, or different languages. Medium of expression, you need a language. And whether it is people conceive, what about Ayurveda? There is no laboratory. Ayurveda, there is no research done. Some rishis conceived intuition. So intuition is one thing. So many of these things are intuition based. And when you get an intuition, you say higher power. And some people, they use the higher power, divine power. The religion is invented, Amitji. Religion was what about prehistoric man, the old caveman. He didn't have any religion. He didn't have any God. And even on the Islam, it was not there before that is 6th or 7th century. Just like that it came. Christianity was not there before 2000 years. Man-made, religion, gods, language, they are all man-made. I think that I have made my point clear. Now, anybody else wants to, because I don't want to convert this in an argument and a debate. Sit and think. Okay, anybody else who wants to ask a question? Royji? Or anybody?
This is regarding barriers. Barriers, language is one barrier in communication. So you talked about non-verbal communication gestures, body language. So which is more efficient, non-verbal or verbal?
That's a very good question. Now, many studies based on a lot of research, that is nearly 93% of the communication is non-verbal communication. Only 7% verbal communication. The words. Look at, I don't know whether you have any children, Vinithaji. A baby starts communicating with the mother non-verbally, not verbally. Crying, different kinds of cry. The mother knows it is whether it is because of hunger or whether it is because of something else. So, non-verbal, body language. And initially, if the baby wants something, the baby will show gesture. That's all. It will point the finger at something. So that is non-verbal. A classic, that one, it is worth reading. In 1960, the presidential debate between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy. Before that, John F. Kennedy was a young man and he was well a senator. Richard Nixon was a sitting vice president, a senior politician. And they used to have the debate, broadcast, radio. There'll be 3 debates. First 2 debates, broadcast, radio. After the debate, just like here we do the opinion poll, they conducted the opinion poll. They all said that Richard Nixon, we'll choose Richard Nixon. And the 3rd debate was televised as well as broadcast. After the 3rd debate, suddenly the opinion poll changed. Those who watched the TV debate, they said that we will choose Kennedy. We will choose Kennedy. Debate was same, content was same. So what happened? Then they critically evaluated and Kennedy won the election. They observed the body language of Kennedy. It was very powerful. Richard Nixon, weak. So that one stimulated more interest and more research. That is how this non-verbal communication. Now, they're saying that non-verbal communication is very powerful. Is it clear? Vinithaji, is it clear?
Yes, but
No, but
as
no,
a
but
doctor,
no, but I say no, but always if you don't know, please read a book on body language. Otherwise, we will be wasting in arguing here. If you have not read a book on body language,
at all. No, I'm
Pardon?
not going to argue at all. I'm not going to argue at all. It's not between yes and no. I mean, it's not either. There's something between yes and no, right? So I wanted to give a reply which is neither yes nor no. So,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Please, I request everybody to read a book on body language or online, Google. It is very easy. You don't have to buy a book. You don't have to go to the library. Just type in non-verbal communication or body language. Power of. You will find thousands of pages. Okay, Shajiji.
Venuji, silence is a non-verbal communicating apparatus.
No. I can understand who is talking, and I'm not. It is not clear who is talking now.
Can I talk?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think, Venu, silence is a good non-verbal communicator?
Yes. Okay, that's enough. Silence at times. A no is communicated without any words. If somebody is asking certain things, no response is a response. With a head, no response itself is a response. Okay? Anger, without even saying a single word, your expression, you are silent, you walk away. Yes, that silence is a message. Okay? Is that clear? Now I'm going to stop the recording. Don't go away. I'm going to stop the recording and we'll continue the discussion. Thank you for participating. Please share the video recording with as many people as possible.